2 years ago in Montana, I met a man in my church that was an inventor. He was involved with making the original smartphone years ago. He has since invented and patented many other things. He built a dome greenhouse that is inexpensive to build. I made a video about that if you want to see that one. As I was meeting with him, he told me about the story of his housing when he first moved there. This nice home wasn't there when he arrived. The land was full of dense trees and rocks, with a shop and a small cabin. In my videos about establishing paid-off housing on a budget, I showed that it is a hard battle. I would say it's almost impossible to achieve these days. But I've seen many people go through their own struggles and made it work. In a way, it's a fight for freedom. It is a test of faith and patience. As you have probably experienced, it is a real struggle. I would say even a fiery crucible that will test you, and especially your relationships. Hopefully I can share some things that will give you awareness that you're not alone. Yeah, my plans for myself, since I don't have consistent, my career is basically was filmmaking, and so it didn't allow for a lot of constant, consistent income. So I had to figure out a different way. One of them was to build a little house like this, affordable, and then build a bigger one over time.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah. It's perfect.
And so we didn't actually have to build the structure. It was dried in, so we at least had that.
Yeah.
And Ann will correct me, saying that we lived in this house at the beginning. We didn't. We slept in the cabin. We actually lived down in the shop.
Oh, well,
that's the shop.
That's a shop.
The shop down there has a wood stove. It had electricity. This place didn't have any of that. And so you have to be kind of creative on how you put things together. And,
oh yeah.
I had to reframe the upstairs, so I had doors and
got a little balcony. That's cool. So the foundation is what? Just rocks?
Yeah. There's 12 big rocks that it just sits on.
Oh, nice. I love that.
It's not really good for season. So I had, I put just insulation, fiberglass insulation all the way around.
Okay.
As deep in as I could go underneath. The squirrels have since removed that.
Okay.
They decided that was really good for their nests. So.
What I love about true log cabins is that the wood is insulated already, and it's just really keeps the warm in and the whatever you want.
So when we came here, there wasn't a real door here. It was a piece of plywood, no hinges. And it's settled some since then, so it's also short, so be careful if you get there.
I'm okay on that one.
So we tried to figure out how to get everything in here. So this is our kitchen.
I love it.
So it's ideal kitchen. It's only 7 feet to anything, so everything's within reach.
There you go.
And we didn't put in a range. There's not really much room for stuff, and so what we had is we had an electric kettle, an electric fry pan, and we started out just with this, just a toaster oven, and that's all we had to cook with. And that seemed to work. Underneath the sink, I have an instantaneous water heater, flow water heater, and so we have running hot and cold water. This is basically the do everything room, the living room. Anne had a sewing table set up over here. This was our kitchen. If we had guests, we had to get everybody in here. Then we could close the door, and then we could put fold the table out so we could have guests. If you close the door, come in, close the door. This is our stairway to the upstairs.
Oh, nice. Okay. I was wondering where that was.
So this is our pump. So we don't have a well out here, 60 feet away. It's a cistern, and we have water delivered. We had originally intended it to be just right out here, but as the excavator was digging things out, he encountered a rock that was 12 feet in diameter when it was down 10 feet, and he says, even if I could pick it up, I'm not going to be able to move it. So to get around that rock, we had to go that far.
Oh.
So we had to go there. We can either climb it or we can go around. There's a way around if you want.
I could stick my either way.
So, again, good use of material. I got a pipe. I went and got some railroad ties.
Yeah.
Got those.
Cool.
This just seemed to be a good use of material.
Perfect. Oh, 2 porches. Nice.
Yeah. The balcony was actually here before, so that's kind of nice.
Oh, yeah. That's just nice.
But the only way out to the balcony was between the studs, so there was no real door there. So I had to reframe the things for a door there, and to put a door at the back here, so you can actually get something up here. So,
Yeah.
but everything was here. So this is our
Shower.
we'll call it the throne room. Since it's up, it's
Oh, shower bathroom.
bathroom.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So we had the
Yep. It's like an RV. Well, better than an RV, actually.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yep.
And so we had a desk. I had a computer.
That's all you need, isn't it?
Yeah, this is our closet. And then the drawers are underneath.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, it all kind of worked.
Uh-huh. So you lived in it for 4 years. How long ago was this?
Well, we got here in 2001, and so we lived in it for a year before we went on our mission. And then we were on our mission for a couple of years, and then we came back and started designing the house. And so it was 3 years
Okay.
after we got back. This gives us access to actually bring
Right.
things in upstairs.
Alternate access
it's-
if you don't want to
it's-
climb something.
But in the wintertime, it's too much snow,
Yeah.
basically. But we got everything in before that. So.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah, this is all you need to live. I don't know why people are getting big houses.
It's a tiny house,
Yeah.
but it was sufficient for what we needed.
To start out with, yeah.
And there were problems.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really hard. Anne didn't have everything she needed. I was really comfortable.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the difference.
So I had a TV and a computer. That's basically all I needed.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, the same with me.
but she still did sewing and other stuff.
She needed probably a big kitchen to
Yeah. So
fill.
Did the ridge pole have some extra use? This pole here?
He just didn't cut it off. That
Okay.
was there when we got here.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, the roof was where it was.
Good.
We had to lift this whole area up because his floor was 1/2-inch plywood on 2-foot centers
Okay.
downstairs. You can't have anything upstairs, actually. So I lifted up I took it up entirely, and the plywood. And I had to lift the edges to pull the plywood out, and then I lifted it up another 3/4 of an inch. So I put the 3/4 inch tongue and groove downstairs, and then I put the plywood on top of that. So it's an okay floor.
Yeah, that's awesome. Love that.
You walk down.
What's that?
You walk down here. if you
Oh,
want.
sure.
Oh, these are cool stairs. I
Yeah.
love that design.
The half log.
Yeah. Just little notches bolted down. I might do that actually.
So that's our cistern over there.
Oh, okay.
So the cistern is basically a tank that you fill up with water, is that right? Okay.
So we had to bring power up from the shop. Had to put in a septic system. So the excavator did that. Real nice guy, but you had to work on their schedule.
Yeah,
So if they were in the area, then they would come out. But this was such a small job for them,
Yep,
so
makes sense.
and that was fine, but it was hard for us.
Yeah, I imagine.
So it took us till it was almost February
Wow.
before we had running water. We were comfortable in the cabin
Yeah.
and stuff. So that first 4 months was pretty hard on us.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of going through stuff like that because I just bought a house that needs major fixing up, but it was like really cheap. It was $5,000 and
Yeah.
has a 1/4 of an acre on there, but I have to do a lot of work on it. Didn't realize it would take so much work to get
It takes
all the septic and everything, or I mean the sewage and everything. So awesome.
Well, I did all the plumbing and the electrical.
Get a shot of this foundation. I think it's awesome. Just using rocks.
Got another one over here by the.
That's awesome.
There's some underneath there too. All mine. Insulation's gone.
Oh yeah.